Hey y'all, it's Emily with Wonder and Wideners, and I'm here today to talk to you all about Hollywood Studios. Now, last week we gave you an idiot's guide to the Magic Kingdom, and today we're going to give you an idiot's guide to Hollywood Studios. Okay, so we really don't think you're an idiot. We just know what it's like to not know what you're doing when you get there. The parks can be overwhelming, and sometimes you can spend a lot of time on things that don't really matter and not enough time on the things that do. Or sometimes you can be going from one end of the park to the other end of the park. And so we really want to help you with that as we go along. Now, there are 9 lands in Hollywood Studios and that it's broken up into. So we're going to talk about each one of those lands. We're going to tell you which rides are there, which rides we feel like are a priority that are in those lands, and what food there is available to you. Also, Hollywood Studios is this heavy hitter park. It only has 9 rides. Those 9 rides, most of those are must-do rides. And so when you have a park where you have a bunch of must-do rides, Genie Plus is a must. I know a lot of people are really upset over that $15 fee, but I'm telling you, $15 for each person in your family is nothing compared to going to Universal Studios and dishing out hundreds of dollars for each person so you can have an express pass. $15 in the grand scheme of things is really not that much money to be able to get the most bang for your buck. You know, a lot of times you're only here once or once a year. And so if that's the only time that you're going to be there, you want to be able to accomplish as much as possible. So we definitely suggest Genie Plus for this park. And we're going to go through all of those lands and let you know where to ride and where to eat.
Alright, so I'm going to talk to you about Hollywood Boulevard. Now, this is the street that as soon as you walk in Hollywood Studios that you are on. And you're going to walk down this street, and at the very end of this street, you are going to find Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Now, this is one of my favorite rides. It's a newer ride, and it's really the first ride that is based on Mickey and Minnie. So it is a great ride. You also have the Trolley Car Cafe, which is a quick service place, and a place where you can get coffee. So that's definitely important when you first come into those studios.
Okay, I'm going to talk to you about Sunset Boulevard. Now, Sunset Boulevard is off to the right of Hollywood Boulevard, and you can find the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror here. You can also find the Rock and Roller Coaster featuring Aerosmith. So those are the 2 rides that you're going to find on Sunset Boulevard. Now, food-wise, they only have quick service down this strip. So you will find Anaheim Produce, which is really kind of just snacks, Catalina Eddie's, Fairfax Fair, Hollywood Scoops, get your ice cream, and Rosie's All-American Cafe. Again, those are all quick service on Sunset Boulevard.
Alright, so I'm going to talk to you about the Animation Courtyard. Now, there's only a couple of things that are there. One of them is not a ride, but it's a show. It's the Disney Junior Live on Stage. Now, this is a great show for your kids. We took Witten one time, and he really enjoyed it. So it's definitely something that if you have little kids that you definitely want to hit while you're in Hollywood Studios. And then you have the Hollywood Brown Derby, which is a sit-down restaurant where you can go in, cool off, and enjoy some good food.
Okay, so the next land we're going to talk about is Echo Lake. Now, Echo Lake only has Star Tours The Adventures Continue. That's the only ride that there is. It's not really a must-do. It's an old ride. If you're a Star Wars fan, definitely check it out. If not, if you don't have time in your day, it's one you can definitely skip. Now, as far as food goes, you have several options for food. 2 of these are table service restaurants, and you definitely need to get a reservation. So you have Disney Junior Play and Dine, which is Hollywood and Vine. Sometimes your Disney Junior characters are there, so it's a character meal, which is great for the kiddos. And then you have 50s Primetime Cafe there as well. That's just a fun set back in the 50s type of restaurant. It has a lot of like home cooked food. They also have the Tune-In Lounge that is there. And so you can go in and have a milkshake or things like that, or a drink if that's what you prefer. There's also the Dockside Diner that is a quick service, and then there's Epic Eats as well.
All right, next up we have Commissary Lane. Now you're just going to find restaurants in this area. You got the ABC Commissary, which is a quick service restaurant. You have the Baseline Tap House, which is also quick service. And then you have the Sci-Fi Dine-In Theater, which is a really cool experience for everybody. They show like old, like scary stuff on there and some science fiction on the screen. And you sit in like these cool little cars. And so it's a really good experience.
All right, so we're going to talk about Grand Avenue. This is one of our favorite places in Hollywood Studios because it houses Muppet Vision 3D, which is technically not a ride, it's a show, but we still lump it in there, and it's always a must-do for us. And that's the only thing that you're going to find over there as far as like entertainment goes. But food-wise, you're going to find Pizza Rizzo. Now that's a quick service, and a lot of people don't like Pizza Rizzo. It's just plain kind of pizza. We think it's fine. And so if you're wanting quick service and you're wanting pizza, we think it's a great place to stop in. There's also Mama Melrose's Ristorante Italiano, and that is a table service that you will need a reservation for.
Next up on our list is the Pixar place. Now, there's really not much to this place. You have Joffrey's Coffee and Tea Company. So if you're needing a quick fix on caffeine to help get you through the rest of the day, Pixar place is the place to go.
All right, so we're down to those heavy hitters. We've got Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Now, in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, there are 2 rides, and they are definitely must-dos. There's Rise of the Resistance, and there's Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run. These are definitely ones that you want to make sure that you can ride. Now, also in Galaxy's Edge, there are going to be several places where you can grab a bite to eat. There's Katsaka's Kettle. There's Docking Bay 7 Food and Cargo. There's Oga's Cantina. There's Ronto Roasters. And there's the milk stand to get your blue and your green milk.
Alright, now we're getting to another heavy hitter land, Toy Story Land. Now this one is one of the most popular lands around. You have Slinky Dog Dash, which is a roller coaster for the whole family. It's a really good roller coaster and one you want to hit up. Then you have Toy Story Mania, which is my personal favorite ride of all. It's just a game that you can play as you ride around. And then you have Alien Swirling Saucers, which is a fun kid ride that the whole family can enjoy together. Now, as far as food goes, you have one option as of right now, and that is Woody's Lunchbox. But coming soon is the Roundup Rodeo Barbecue. So we don't know when that's going to open, but that is coming soon, so stay tuned.
Okay, so there you have it. There are all the lands, all the rides, all the food places at Hollywood Studios. Now, we want to know, what's your favorite part of Hollywood Studios? Be sure to put that in the comments down there. Be sure that you like this video, you subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell down there so you don't miss anything that we put out. And while you're at it, check out our Idiot's Guide to Magic Kingdom. We'll see you later, guys.